you hate Donald Trump or you love Donald Trump. That doesn't matter in the slightest. The fact that every single major social media company made a concerted effort on the exact same day to ban him, to censor him, to remove him from their platforms, to ultimately silence him from ever speaking again should absolutely terrify you. I've been reading conversations on Twitter, and it always seems to be the exact same thing. People complain about the censorship, and then the fucking whinging pieces of shit on Twitter carry on with the, hey, Twitter's got terms and services. If you break the terms and services, then you deserve to be removed because you've broken the terms and services. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are all private companies. No one's forcing you to use them. But that's not quite true, is it? Because we do have to use them. It's how we get our news. It's how we learn, we laugh, and we talk to other people. Particularly right now in a world where we are locked down, forced to be in our homes more than ever before. Social media is very much the town square, but it's also the pub, the water cooler, and the playground. So it's not just a private company. It's something much more. And as for what happened last week in America when these so-called patriots stormed the Capitol building, which was just, what the fuck are you doing? Like, literally, the entire world sat there thinking, what the fuck are you blokes doing? Is that a dumb thing to do? A stupid thing to do? A reprehensible thing to do? You're damn right. Is it Trump's fault that that happened? Possibly. But does the media, who for an entire year almost covered the Black Lives Matter protests in Portland and across the United States as a positive revolution and ignored the fact that people died and they burnt buildings down, do you think that that perhaps just played a role in these so-called patriots sitting at home thinking to themselves, well, if they can do it, why can't we? Should the media be blamed for showing all that in a positive light and not deciphering the nuance that appeared throughout it? Absolutely they should be blamed. What's more, the enormous reaction that happened last week was almost like the Black Lives Matter riots and protests never happened at all. But you got to understand is that that riot, when they took the Capitol building, it only happened for a few hours. Only one person was unfortunately killed. And everyone who's not far right, like I'm talking actually far right, not just someone who made fun of trans people once and then is automatically far right. I'm talking about real far right people. Everyone who was not them looked at that situation and thought to themselves, that's fucking stupid. Not only was it condemned, but people laughed at them. But then conversely, you look at the Black Lives Matter riots and the protests, they've been going on for almost 8 months. 23 people have died. Thousands of buildings, including federal buildings and small businesses, have been destroyed. And yet the media reports that as a positive thing, as a change, as a revolution. Do you see the difference there? You might think to yourself, why does any of that matter? Well, one of those riots was treated like another 9/11. The whole country came together. Everyone was in awe of what was happening. And the other, the one that happened for 8 months, and 23 people died and thousands of people were injured, was treated like fucking 7-Eleven Slurpee Day. No one gave a shit. Or at least that's how the media reported it to happen. Twitter has been censoring people for a long, long time. In fact, I just read this article from Douglas Murray in the Daily Mail in the UK, and he used this great example. While Twitter started removing certain right-wing provocateurs such as Katie Hopkins from the platform, they continued to allow terrorist group Lashkar-e-Taiba, I don't know how to pronounce that, but fuck them, who carried out the 2008 Mumbai massacres, among other atrocities, to operate an account in plain sight. Once again, this isn't about Donald Trump, all right? This is not about Donald Trump being removed by the left-leaning social media companies. And if you're a left-leaning person, if you're a lefty and you're watching this video right now and you think, fuck those right-wingers, they deserve it, let me tell you this, if Twitter sold tomorrow for billions and trillions of dollars and it was bought by a right-wing company, you know what? It might be your time for the axe. And only then will you realize that this is pretty fucked up, that you can be wiped from the face of the earth just because you say the wrong thing. This problem of censorship, it's about you. It's about the people you care about. It's the people you disagree with. It's about me. It's about my family and yours. It's about politicians. It's about companies. It's about CEOs. It's about everybody, and it affects everybody equally. No longer are these companies just private companies. They are the most powerful companies in the world. They dictate what people learn, how people talk, and how people react. And that is fucking scary. If they can censor the most powerful person in the world, the President of the United States, then imagine what they can do to you. Imagine what can happen if you are guilty of wrongthink. You can be cast out into the wilderness to be devoured by wolves just because you don't play along with one group's narrative. Big tech now rules the world more than ever. And if you think any different, then I'm sorry, you are sadly naive. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'd love to know what you think about this in the comment section below. Tell me, I was going to make a longer video and look at this, but it's just, I don't know, it's tough to go through Twitter and read all these arguments and shit. Honestly, it does my fucking head in. And also, ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. Keep it moist, and I'll see you all very soon. Toodaloo. And everything's going to be alright. Maybe. Probably not. Bye.